Right, 28 July 2025, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick update in the evening so that we have clarity of what is important and what is not. So this is going to be very quick. So let's quickly look at what has happened today, a very eventful day today. So Chiwenga is boycotted again. He was supposed to attend a function at the office of Mnangagwa, but has not appeared. So eventually, this meeting had to be officiated by Reverend Paul Damasane. So he's the one who ended up officiating. So the relationship between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa is getting worse and worse on a daily basis, with Chiwenga continuing his boycott of any event that has to do with Mnangagwa's office. So he particularly doesn't go into the office of Mnangagwa. So Rev Damasane ended up officiating at that event, the monitoring and evaluating event that was supposed to be opened by Chiwenga. At the same time, we saw that Mohadi went to Manije and Mnangagwa himself was nowhere to be seen. Remember, Mnangagwa traveled yesterday and arrived quite late in the night. So what you're seeing here is clear. There is still a lot of conflict between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. However, that conflict mostly resolved around what Chiwenga wants, which is a lack of corruption. He doesn't want to be associated with any corrupt activities. So this is very significant. Tomorrow, there's a big meeting of Zanu PF. So there's going to be a big meeting of Zanu PF tomorrow. I'll let you know about it in the morning. I'll let you know what is happening in Zanu PF. But certainly Chiwenga and Mnangagwa, they're continuing their fight. So they're fighting like a cat and a dog. When the other one sees one, they run. When the other one sees the other, they chase. So that is the fight between Mnangagwa and Chiwenga. So that is that. Let's look at other key events that have taken place today. A surprising move by Knowledge Msona, who is signed for Scotland. So Scotland, team Yavaroi, that is where Knowledge Msona is gone. I don't know why he's gone to this team, but that is Knowledge Msona over there, joining his friend, Kama Billiard. So Kama Billiard is at Scotland together with Knowledge Msona and almost the whole Dynamos team. So the whole Dynamos team and the whole Highlanders team is over there at Scotland, but they're still losing. They are losers, losing very, very badly. So for the guys who just joined, what I was saying is that Chiwenga has boycotted the event at Mnangagwa's office. That is the week-long monitoring and evaluating event. He was supposed to open it today, but it was eventually opened by Rev Paul Damasane. So that is the boycott by Chiwenga. What does it mean? And tomorrow's meeting, what does it mean in Zanu PF? There's a big meeting taking place tomorrow. And let me quickly wrap up. Let's look at what we're discussing in the morning, which is President Duma Boko. So I wanted to just cover and compare what has happened in Botswana with what is happening in Zimbabwe. So you can see that in Zimbabwe, we currently have a young advocate who is a potential presidential candidate. We've nominated Fadzai Mahere as a potential presidential candidate. So it is very important to understand the similarities between Duma Boko and advocate Fadzai Mahere. So these two, they represent a new type of leadership in the region. So President Duma Boko, very present and a powerful force in his country. So probably the most powerful person that I've ever seen is President Duma Boko. He has done so well in Botswana. So I just wanted to show you guys the similarities between these two, and it's very interesting. So let's look at the two. I want to quickly look at, so let me give you a table. I've done a quick table here so that you can see the similarities and where Advocate Fadzai Mahere is likely to go, given what Advocate Duma Boko has done in Botswana. So particularly, I want you to look at their degrees and also their history. So let's look quickly at the profiles. So I'm going to upload a table here that I've created very quickly because I am the master of tables. Chibaba Chema table. Let's see what is happening with President Duma Boko and Advocate Fadzai Mahere. So we've got President Duma Boko on the left and Advocate Fadzai Mahere on the right. So look at those ages. They are both born in their own respective countries. And President Duma Boko is born in 1969. Advocate Fadzai Mahere is born in 1985. Do you see that age gap? She is very young. Look at the degrees. He is from the University of Botswana. She is from the University of Zimbabwe. And he went to Harvard. So he went to Harvard and she went to University of Cambridge. You can see that they all have education from overseas. So Harvard and Cambridge. Then legal focus, they're all human rights lawyers. And she is, on top of that, a constitutional lawyer. He was a lecturer at the University of Botswana. She was a lecturer at the University of Zimbabwe. And he is now the president of Botswana after spending almost 5 years as leader of the opposition. She was the most visible person in the CC as the spokesperson and also an MP for Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant, one of the most affluent or one of the most well-known constituencies in Zimbabwe. And then he ended 50 years of one-party state in Botswana. She is going to end how many years? 50 years. Guys, this is crazy. She's going to end 50 years of Zanu rule. So you're looking at two people here. Guys, this comparison, I'm going to put it on Gambakwe. This is crazy and unbelievable. So if you look at the last portion, he ended 50 years of single party rule in Botswana. You may think that we've ended, but that is not the end. Look at the bottom. UDC coalition victory. So the reason why the opposition was losing in Botswana was because they were contesting as single parties. They were a disintegrated force until they decided to create a coalition. So if Advocate Fadzai Mahere leads a coalition, she is going to be the first person to end almost 50 years of Zanu PF rule, and she's going to do it through a coalition. I just wanted you guys to look at it as a very interesting comparison between President Duma Boko and Advocate Fadzai Mahere. She is very similar to President Duma Boko, and she is going to be the first female president of Zimbabwe if she agrees to contest, which we are pushing her to do. You can see that we've been pushing hard, but we haven't started. By the time we go to the end of August, all of you will be wanting her to be your president. That is what it's going to be like. And the division in the opposition is going to end. The division in the opposition is the problem. That is how President Duma Boko took power. And you heard what Mnangagwa said today. Listen carefully to what Mnangagwa said today, and you understand why it's important for Advocate Fadzai Mahere to take over and become our presidential candidate in 2028, and for us to start working right now. Now, I think I've covered that. I'll cover that tomorrow. I'll give you the speech by Mnangagwa, what he said, and why it's important for us to start working right now. Okay, let's look at the comments very quickly, and then I can go to sleep. Vote Fadzai, yes. And Idi Tagure for Gambakwe, Luis Grace Jonas, Zidzoro, Rakabroka. Rakabroka. Who is Jonasi? Who is Tagure? Tagure is no one. He is no one, Tagure. So all I can say to you is forget if Advocate Fadzai Mahere was to contest these elections, he is going to lose so badly. Grace Jonas. Let's look at other people. Gambakwe of Truth. Yes, Shingai Matsivire. Yes, yes, yes. And then Fadzai Mahere is president. Are you kidding me? Who's Joy Chirandu? Chirandu marasika si. Muruku rasika patra bablas. Muruku rasika patra bablas. Who told you he boycotted? Yes, he boycotted. Chiwenga was set to address that meeting. Yesterday, he was set up to address it. Everyone, the program had already been laid out for Chiwenga. And Chiwenga just didn't show up. Like he didn't tell them, he just didn't show up. That is Chiwenga for you. He does these crazy stuff things. Sometimes he does what he likes. Let's see. What else? Zidzoro, yes. Milton Zidzoro, Raka Broker. Okay, let's do Aka Broker. Aka Broker section. Mnangagwa Aka Broker. Auxilia Aka Broker. Kuda Aka Broker. Sean Aka Broker. Emerson Jr. Aka Broker. Collins Aka Broker. Usarambe mkazi wako anotorwa. Ndianu mazara. Uyu msikana anonzari ngatichage msikana wayo Aka Broker. Aka Broker zvikuru. Aita lucky nasi. Ndashare picture yake. Ndada ku display picture yake ndichiti Aka Broker. But I'm going to leave it. I don't like going after females. It's not right. Because they will cry. They will cry. I don't know how to acheme. Acheme ninya yoyo. Saka ndamusia from today onwards. Tamusia. So guys, let us work hard and get a candidate. We are young people. Learn from other young people. Learn from President Dumaboko. President Dumaboko has done very, very well. Botswana is going to be building a city in the desert. I've seen my guys have posted something today. Botswana is going to do very, very well. But in the whole of SADC, there is no country like Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is compact. Yakabatana. So if you have a proper president, it's going to be like Dubai in less than 5 years. You can put in Botswana, Zimbabwe 5 times. You can put Zimbabwe into Zambia 5 times. You can put Zimbabwe into South Africa 20 times, however much you like. You can put Zimbabwe into Namibia many, many times. And they all don't have the resources and the infrastructure of Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe, it's going to do so well. It's going to be the first world country in this region. So let us get moving and let us forget about the fights. I'm happy to see Ostalo speaking about unity. I'm happy to see Gareth Bome speaking, Tendai Biti speaking, Scala speaking. Everybody is out. We need to work. Mnangagwa Aka Broker, he must lose. Tagwire Aka Broker, he must lose. Tagwire is no one. He is no one. No one likes him. No one wants him to be president. He must go. Kumusha kwake kumashingo. Anotamba muchongoyo together with Mnangagwa and Auxilia. They must go there. Vanotamba muchongoyo. So guys, we've covered it. If you didn't know, President Dumaboko went to Harvard. Very, very well done. We need advocate who PPP Pascal Precision Soccer Predictors. Urunanya utamba chindege, wanzika ndege. That's why you know that. And then Tagwire is better than VP. No. Apana. Chiwenga is amazing. First, Tikatora Chiwenga, Totibama degree. Degree la Chiwenga ndere chokwadi. Chiwenga actually went to school. Tagwire is getting honorary degrees. Tozo torama baby avo. Tedi baby ra Chiwenga. Baby ra Tagwire tre. Simple comparison. Wapedza. Kutamba hangu. Wakomana kutamba hangu. Kutamba hangu. Andidaro. But honestly speaking, there is no contest for Advocate Fadzai Mahere. So close to President Dumaboko. I do these things. I sit down here and think, and I compare, and I cannot believe it. You can clearly see what is going to happen in our region. We're going to have a massive change. And this coming election, we're going to start very early. 1,000 days is the day we start campaigning. So from 1,000 days. And we're going to make sure that we are ready. This time around, we'll be ready. And we're not going to lose the last time we lost very badly because of lack of order. There'll be no constituency where there are double candidates. There'll be no constituency where there is no candidate. So with constituencies where people did not feel And our presidential candidate is going to be amazing. She's going to do so well. So I would like to thank all of you for watching. Tomorrow, I'm going to travel. So what I would do is, depending on what time I wake up, I might be live or not. But I prefer to be live. You see, I prefer to be live. So I'll see. Last time, did you know that I missed my flight? I was going to Johannesburg and I did a live here. When I got to the airport, it was 2 minutes after they closed. What a day. I lost 5,000 that day after I missed my flight. But anyway, that is that Sadzarepa boarding. So let us conclude. Chiwenga has boycotted a function, a monitoring and evaluation function at Mnangagwa's office. He did not show up. He didn't say anything. He just didn't go. And Rev Paul Damasane had to take over and finish the function. So Chiwenga is not around. He did not attend that thing. He doesn't want to be given fake powers. So they wanted to give him fake powers, which is to make him feel like he's doing something important when it was nothing. So that was amazing. Van comment user Van, I'm going to delete your comment right now. I don't tolerate such comments about Fadzai. Gambakwe, how can you see Zimbabwe tomorrow? I don't understand. Please redo that comment. Zanu PF yakazvambura by elections. I was going to say, I said it. We're going to defeat Zanu from January. Chiwenga pamberi naye. Yes. Chiwenga pamberi naye. We sort of like him because he's a good guy, but Kuzanu uko. Ngabude. Ngabude. Melody, phone me. Right. I think we've covered everything. And I really enjoy all the things that are happening. Please go and look at all the work we did today. Lots of stuff happening. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. If you know Fadzai and the number, call her for breakfast or dinner and talk to her and say, do you see how much people like you? You can be a president at 40. That would be amazing if she was to become a president at 40. I honestly, guys, with 100% of all my heart, without a doubt, and seriously, I believe that she is the right person to do this. And I want you guys to believe it also. Did Fadzai accept the nomination? She's got up to 24 August. But if you guys accept, she's going to accept. Do you think there's someone in this country who doesn't want to be president? BT is going to come in. Scala is going to come in. Coltart is going to come in. Who is other people? A whole bunch of people that we've got. You can go and look at our site. They're going to all come in. By the way, don't take our site seriously. It's still a draft. So m31zimbabwe.com. That is the website we're going to be using. That is m31zimbabwe.com for now. So we're going to build that site. And within a few weeks, it will be up. You'll be able to join. You'll be able to pay. You'll be able to talk to your friends on that site. What an amazing period in our life. Gambakwe, you must be our president. No, Gambakwe is not a politician. Gambakwe is a national director. Bata. I can see Gambakwe abata homwe. Homwe no bata na Coltart. Have you reached out to Chamisa? Chamisa, I can reach out to him, but this is not the time. The word of God has come to me and he says, this is not the time. So, guys, let me take my serious face now. God has spoken to me about the situation and said, I must wait kutaura na Chamisa and I must wait kutaura na Chiwenga at the moment. So that is what God has said to me. So I must obey the word of God. So the person who is supposed to be talked to right now is Fadzai. Fadzai is the one, Aripanyanga. Okay, the love that Fadzai is receiving is shocking. Don't talk about her like that. Okay, I think we've covered everything. It is amazing And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I was waiting for another comment here, baptism camp. Share us what happened to Chamisa. I'll share with you very soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good night to you.